And welcome to Millard South Football, presented to you by Millard South Media. We have a playoff quarterfinal Class A matchup in front of us today between the visiting number 10 seed Omaha North Vikings and the number 2 ranked Millard South Patriots. It's a chilly night here at Buell Stadium with temperatures recorded around 50 degrees and wind speeds of around 6 miles per hour. That would be a breezy day. I'm Buell Stadium and joining in the booth with my partner Mason Stodoff. And Mason, man, this is going to be a great game in front of us.
You're right. And for Millard South last week, it was pretty easy for them. They had the shootout. They had the shutout. They did what they had to do against the North Star to get the job done. This week is probably going to be more of a challenge, against Omaha North. And Millard South's going to have to play perfect in this game. And
there's another theme in this game, revenge. After the 2021 matchup in the playoffs, Omaha North beat the number 1 seed at the time, Millard South Patriots, on this field. So a lot of the players have been getting hyped up. Let's get into our pregame coverage. Starting off with that game, exactly 49-42 was the final score. That was 2 years ago. And Gage Stenger and the offense of Millard South put up their best fight, but Jordan Williams and Kayshawn Williams, as you see on the screen, were incredible with a combined 7 touchdowns. I mean, Mason, what did you see out there in that one?
This was a shootout victory for the Vikings. Like you were saying, Kayshawn Williams had a big day, including the game-winning touchdown reception. Quarterback Jordan Williams threw for over 300 yards with 4 touchdowns. Deshaun Porter had 3 rushing touchdowns. Overall, Omaha North had only one thing in mind coming into the matchup 2 years ago, that they were going to upset Millard South, and they did just that. It was a wow performance by the Vikings, to say the least.
And I'll say this about Omaha North. Every time they enter playoff action, they think they're going to win, no matter what they're ranked, whether that's 16 or number 1. I know the theme for them this week, they are so confident they think they're going to win coming to Buell Stadium. So we'll see if that happens again or if Millard South avenges what happened 2 years ago. On to the next one. Let's get how Millard's to 0. And along the lines, the offense really got going. Jet Tamala really developed as only a sophomore quarterback, but he's been one of the best in all of Class A. And then Amarion Jackson, he has really popped another sophomore. That sophomore connection, man, that's going to be deadly for the next 2 years. What do you got, Mason?
Well, in their opening matchup, Nolan Feller was against Millard West. Nolan Feller was easily playing the best on the Patriots team that game. Tamala played well enough to begin the year. It was a thrilling matchup. Aiden Miller had a couple tackles for a loss. Also a very sloppy and mistake-filled game. And West made far too many more mistakes, and the Patriots won in a nail-biting victory.
Yeah, so that Millard West game, I mean, it was down to the wire, but ever since that, Millard South has absolutely rolled, except for that game against Westside that was here at Buell Stadium a couple weeks ago, and Westside really delivered and showed everybody why, hey, they're the number 1 team in all of Class A, but Millard South put up a great fight. That was a 1-score game with 3 minutes left to go, and they told everybody, hey, we're not number 1, but we're absolutely number 2, and we're going to look to avenge that in Lincoln. Let's get to the first round matchup for Millard South, that being against North Star, and it was a shutout here, the 4 o'clock game at Buell Stadium, and Millard South absolutely rolled Jet Jamal with a great performance, and Noel Feller in his second game back at 150 yards on the ground. Man, and it was a shutout. You see it on the screen, only 100 yards given up by the offense of North Star, and then on the other side, the offense for Millard South got rolling with 450 combined yards.
Both offenses did not come firing out right out of the gates. It took Millard South a while to find a rhythm. North Star did not convert on drives they needed to, and that was really the story. The defense was flying around, pitching their 3rd shutout of the year. Secondary was active with Nazir DeGenzu having 1 INT, and the defensive line having a big impact on the game. Not really much of a challenge for South in round 1.
And now on the other side of things, Omaha North, they had a stunner victory at Gretna. Man, that was really fun to watch. I know the Millard South crew was watching that one after we were done. 35-34 in double OT, and really Sebastian Serco and Champ Davis, and most importantly, Donovan Jones, they came up huge in that overtime. They showed you, hey, we're here to play. Omaha North, it seems like every year they make a run in the playoffs, and that was a good beginning to it.
The sophomore Jared Cannon had a great game. He had a 49-yard run at one point, and the Nebraska commit Donovan Jones, he made a spectacular one-handed grab for a touchdown in the game, which may be the catch of the year. Sebastian Serco had ice in his veins as he ran in the winning 2-point conversion in overtime, and he definitely proved to everyone that he is one of the best QBs in all of Class A. This Omaha North team means business with him at quarterback.
So let's get to our star showdown. We have a 3-part series today: quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Let's start off with the quarterback, and that will go to Sebastian Serco on the Omaha North side. And let's be real, this is a D1 kid, only 6 foot tall, but his arm is as strong as ever. He is one of the best dual threats in all of Class A. Man, he is a stud. He has offers all around the country, most notably Miami, We'll see what he can do on his legs today. I know one of the keys to the game for Millard South is going to be to contain him in the pocket. Now to Jet Tamala. What do you got, Mason?
Yeah, he's a sophomore. He's doing great things with this young Millard South team. Playing all these young guys is definitely going to set up Millard South with lots of success in future seasons. Typically a pocket passer, but when he needs to use his legs, he won't be afraid to take off down the field for good chunk yardage. However, he is prone to make mistakes when he is rushed from the pocket. He's going to learn so much more and get a heck of a lot better these next 2 high school years for him.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned that. Jet Tamala, a lot of people like to say that he's a pro-style quarterback, but when he needs to scramble, he's been very efficient on the ground. Going to the running backs now. Jerron Cannon versus Nolan Feller. Jerron Cannon to start off, another sophomore on this Omaha North team. One of the things you'll see on both squads is that they're very young. And Jerron Cannon, he's a guy who I could expect to see get a lot of offers in the future. Just a really smart, shifty back. He's averaging about 120 yards per game on the ground. A guy that Omaha North needs to get involved.
Yeah, running back Jerron Cannon had a really great start last week, a fast start. And he's not hesitant at all when the football's put in his hands.
Now to Nolan Feller. What do you got for us?
He's arguably the best player on this Millard South roster, Wilson. He has the ability to stay on his feet when he makes contact. He's fast, athletic, is also great as a receiving back when he gets those dump-off passes because of his instincts and bursts of energy. A player that Millard South has relied on for their offensive achievements.
And now the last one, the sophomore wide receiver stars. Again, very young teams on both sides. And again, if you're going to kind of get a preview of a game you might see in the next 2 years, maybe even in Memorial. But Champ Davis, another guy who is going to get a lot of D1 offers. He already has an offer from Nebraska. Small receiver, only 5'10", but a guy who can really make plays on his feet. Really great route tree, great hands, and a guy that I know Millard South is going to look to stop, especially with what they consider a loaded secondary.
Yeah, now we're going to be talking about Marion Jackson on South. All year long, this guy's been a prime target for quarterback Jet Tamala. He does a great job of elevating himself to make jaw-dropping catches. He had a little bit of a drop-off in the first round of the playoffs last week. Dropped some passes, but he's going to get back on track because that's just the guy he is. He's resilient.
Now let's get to our X-Factor player for Millard South, and that'll be Jair Laquana. And this guy, the only way we can describe him is as a game wrecker. 65 tackles on the year, 4 sacks, 17 TFLs, and 1 forced fumble, along with 1 touchdown. The South Dakota State commit has been all over the field for Millard South, and in order to get the win today, they're going to need to get pressure in the backfield, especially on Sebastian Serco. And let's see if he can do that, as he has all year long.
Yeah, Jair's had 27 solo tackles on the season. He has 17 and a half tackles for a loss. That's a really impressive stat. The D-line has been one of the strongest positional areas on this team all season long. You know, you got guys like Aiden Miller and Adam Pugh also playing on the line. Laquana is just a player that has a nice combination of size and strength, and expect for him to stand out on the defense tonight like he has all season long.
So let's get to our keys to the game, starting off with Mason. What do you got for Omaha North?
So you want to keep the pocket clean. JR and Aiden Miller, I was just talking about their game records on the D-line. If those two aren't contained, good luck trying to set up beneficial plays.
And the next one, you have win the turnover battle. Talk about how important that is for the Vikings.
Yeah, Donovan Jones has D1 talent as a corner. You need to take advantage of the young Jet Tamala, so make good reads and expect anything.
And then the last one is stop Nolan Feller. What do you got?
Yeah, the running game gashed them in the first round. Feller has to be a top priority for the Vikings on the defensive side of the football. You have to win the line of scrimmage and close in on gaps. Get in the backfield early to disrupt Feller so he doesn't get right off to the races.
And let's get to the keys to the game for Millard South, starting off with getting Marion Jackson going. You kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. Marion Jackson, the receiving leader in all of Class A, but he did not get going at all against North Star. This is a guy that, especially against Donovan Jones, guy we haven't really talked about in pregame, but he's a Nebraska commit. They need to get him going in order to succeed, especially in the passing game. Second is strike first. Millard South has not trailed very much this year, and when they have, they really have started very slow, and that's been one of the reasons why a lot of these teams who aren't really as good as them have been stuck in the game with them for longer than they really should have been. And then the last one is to take away North Star's rushing attack. That's their bread and butter. They want to get Jerron Cannon going. They can't do that. They don't have much more options. So that's the keys to the game here at Millard South Media. Thank you for joining us for pre-game coverage. Again, I'm Wilson Denman, joined alongside my partner Mason Steinoff. We're going to be here all game long. So without further ado, we will be right back for kickoff. And here, the number 10 seed Omaha North Vikings taking the field. They're getting ready again. We talked about it a little bit in pregame. They're as confident can be. They expect to come into Buell Stadium and do what they did in 2021, get the upset victory to move on, hopefully to the semifinals. Getting ready right by the banner. This is a talented Omaha North team in the best game in Class A, especially knowing what happened in 2021 with one of the most surprising upsets. Both teams looking to get the win today. I think there's a lot more smack talk than what we even expected. Omaha North taking their time a little bit, getting the troops rallied. Looks like a little bit of a pregame speech before they take the field. Millard South getting ready behind them. The Millard South faithful made a great job to be here, but Omaha North takes the field. They are getting ready. They plant the flag in the middle of Buell Stadium. Wow. That is a statement move. And the fans do not like it. Wow. To come into Buell Stadium in front of the Millard South fans. Wow. And you know that all the Millard South players saw that. They are right in the tunnel getting ready to come out. And there they are. The Millard South Patriots now take the field with the flag of their own. Oh, they're talking a little bit. Wow, they did not like that. You can already see it. Emotions are flowing here at Buell Stadium. A little bit of chirping before the game. And, hey, we wouldn't have it any other way here at Buell Stadium. Again, the crowd didn't like what Omaha North just did. The players didn't like it. And now they plant the flag. But what will be most important is who plants that flag at the end of the game. Who ends up getting the victory to go to the semifinals. If you're just joining us, I'm Wilson Dimon, joined up in the booth with Mason Steinhoff. Let's get ready for an injury report coming up shortly.
He's out for the season with an injured knee. Thank you, Wilson. Gabe Bruca is out for the season, which means Nolan Feller will be #1 running back tonight against Omaha North. You can also expect Daxton Williams to also get plenty of snaps tonight. Back to you up in the booth. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jude James. And let's get to kickoff. Both teams getting ready. Millard South has elected to receive. Let's get this one started. And you saw the animosity coming in before the game started with the plants being flagged in the middle of the M on the 50-yard line.
Just a really gutsy move.
And the fans were not having it either. Let's get ready to kick this one off. Amarion Jackson to Lund Jones, the return man for the Patriots. It's a low kickoff. Not much wind here. It'll be taken by Nolan Feller. He has room to run. He's going to cut to the outside. The opening kickoff return. He's going to be down at the 27-yard line, and that's where the offense will start off for the Patriots. So Jet Samala, Nolan Feller, Marion Jackson, and the high-powered offense that Millard South has hopefully look to go down the field and score on their opening drive. late game here at Buell Stadium. Following the Millard West game, they got the win against Grand Island. They will move on to play either Bellevue West or West Side. Let's start this one off. Snap goes to Jet Jamal. He's going to pitch it off to Nolan Feller on the outside. Trying to break a tackle. He does. It only gets a gain of, let's say, 5. Ref gave him a little bit of a generous spot. So a gain of 4, though. So 2nd and 6. Trips to the far side again. Jet Tamala, the sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Fires on the right-hand side. It's going to be caught by Isaac Jensen. He'll get the first down and a little bit more. Millard South getting the offense going early. They're looking to formulate a drive. Crowd get into it. It's a holiday theme here at Millard South, and the students have shown up, as they always do. One of the best student sections. We keep saying it all year long. This is the best student section in all of Class A. First down and 10 for the Patriots. Motion pre-snap by DeLon Jones. They're going to give it off to Nolan Feller. Nope, they screen pass over. The high throw. That'll be incomplete, but there will be a flag down. The intended receiver is Amarion Jackson. They're going to call a pass interference on the defense. And I think they thought he got there a little bit early. Yep, that will go on Omaha North. So that's going to advance Millard South into Viking territory. It's those small mistakes that the Vikings cannot afford to have against a high-powered Millard South team. I thought it was a little bit borderline there, but the refs are going to call that hopefully consistently. That's all you can expect. If you're going to call those tic-tac fouls, do it all game long. So the ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line. Crowd likes that of Millard South.
Yeah, and Omaha North, let Gretna drive right down the field and get inside their 20-yard line on the opening drive of last week's round 1 game. So let's see if the Vikings can have a better defensive performance to open up the game.
Trips to the far side once again. Tamala takes the snap. He'll give it off to Nolan Feller. Omaha North is all over it. Feller's trying to cut back inside. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's still up, and Nolan Feller makes a great play on his legs to get near the first down marker. And that tells you exactly who he is, one of the best running backs in all of Class A. And Nolan Feller, I mean, this guy is dangerous no matter where he is on the field. 2nd down and 3 for the Patriots after what they avoided a big loss. Trips to near side, one receiver to the far. And it looks like Omaha North jump, got him with the hard count, and that's going to advance Millard South for a first down. That's 2 penalties now on the opening drive that goes in Patriots' favor.
Now Millard South easily driving down the field to open up this game. Love to see that. Omaha North needs to adjust and stop making these costly mistakes.
Yeah, Omaha North is a very talented defense. You look at their D-line, one of the biggest we've seen all year long here at Millard South. But they have a great secondary, too, headlined by Donovan Jones, the Nebraska commit. First down and 10 for Millard South. They'll give the handoff off to Nolan Feller up the middle. He'll break 1 tackle, fight forward for a gain of about 5. Nolan Feller gets the nice run up the middle, and again, he makes guys miss at least once or twice.
There was a nice tackle there by Tazon Johnson, the senior on this Viking squad.
One of the few seniors. Again, both teams are very, very young. I expect to see these guys in contention for a long time coming. Snaps to the ball. He's going to look to pass on the right-hand side, rolling right. Guy chasing after him. He'll throw it up to Nolan Feller, and he'll throw it a little bit too high. That'll go incomplete. And that'll set up a 3rd down and 6.
A little less speed on the ball there, and it would have probably gotten to Feller.
Big play in this ball game early on. Millard South looks to go down the field and get an opening touchdown. Taking their time here. Trips to the near side. Jetamal in at quarterback. He takes a snap. Looking to pass on the left-hand side. Pass rush is getting there. He fires it in, and it'll be incomplete. Coach Wisdom wanted a pass interference. They're not going to get it, but there is a flag on the field in the backfield. I think they might get a roughing here, Mason. And nope, it'll be a hold on Millard South.
A lot of penalties so far in this matchup. Absolutely drive killers.
In Omaha North, they had a decision whether they wanted to accept that or not. They will accept it, so it'll be a 3rd down and 16 for the Patriots. And that'll push them out of field goal range.
Omaha North kind of lucking out here.
So 3rd down and 16 at the 43-yard line of Millard South. Excuse me, the 38-yard line of Millard South. Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far. Shotgun formation as it has been all drive. Jets to Mala. Looking downfield, plenty of time in the pocket, scanning. Now he gets to Amora Jackson. 1st down and more. Makes a man miss, and he'll go down at the 15-yard line. No problem for Millard South, and they'll get the 1st down inside the red zone.
It looked like the defensive back that was covering him fell down.
1st down and 10. Millard South trying to go tempo. Snap to Mala. He'll get up to Feller off the middle, and he will get absolutely nothing. Refs will give him a gain of 1. That's a stand there by the D-line of Omaha North, slowing down this offense of the Patriots.
And slowing down in particular there, Nolan Feller, a player that they absolutely need to contain today, or the running game will gash them. So
Millard South, they were going fast, but now they're going to go slow. Clock is running here on the first drive of the ball game. Again, trips on the near side, one receiver to the far. O-line has been great so far for Millard South. Motion pre-snap by Nolan Feller. Pass it in the end zone. Caught by DeLon Jones. Wide open in the corner. And that's a response. Millard South goes down the field after Omaha North planted the flag on the 50-yard line when they walked out. And Millard South gets the first laugh in this one. 6-0. The PAT crew coming on the field for the Patriots.
A great start for the Patriots after a chippy beginning.
Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and the kick is true. Millard South extends their lead 7-0 here at Buell Stadium. We're going to take a very quick break, and we will be right back with you. And welcome back to this one here at Buell Stadium. Millard South goes down the field on their first drive and gets 7. Now it's up for the Vikings to respond. We'll have a quick score update around the Metro. Omaha West Side up 28-0 against Bellevue West. Some people might be surprised by that. Others are not. That West Side team, man, they are the best in all of Class A as of right now. Bellevue West has been high-powered ever since they got their 2 best receivers back, that being Davon Hall and Isaac McMorris. There's the pooch kick by Millard South. They'll be tackled at the 30-yard line. But as I was saying about Bellevue West, very talented team, but Westside way more talented. They're showing you right now. Shutout at halftime. Back to this one. Mason, what did you see out there in the first drive?
You know, penalties really helped out Millard South, but it was really Nolan Feller who started off the game strong, picking up, little chunk yardage plays, and then a couple of great passes by Tamala to finish off the drive.
Now it's up for the Vikings to respond. The parents are really getting into it. Circo takes us now looking to pass. Screen pass was not there. Now fires it into Connor O'Neill, and he'll get it inbounds for a first down. Connor O'Neill, one of their best receivers on this team, converts already for a first down on the first play for the Vikings.
And it was number 31, Taurus Rudd, the sophomore, who kind of got onto the field late there. He was on the coverage.
Yeah, the parents weren't happy about it. I don't think they thought the refs gave him enough time to substitute in. Interesting that Taurus Rudd is in the ball game. Nate Christensen is out of this game with injury. Circo takes a step, gives off to his running back Cannon. He has room to run up the middle, gets the first down and more. Drugged down by Millard South defenders, but he'll get an extra 5. And now he is marked at the 27-yard line, and Omaha North going down the field on their first drive.
And Jerron Cannon, a guy who's not hesitant at all when the football is put in his hands, just guns it right away, and that's what makes him so special as a player. One of his great traits on this Viking team, Millard South's defense is going to have to create some sort of wall up front if they want to contain him tonight.
Absolutely. Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far. Cannon is in the backfield, Circo in at quarterback. They're going to give it a Cannon. Nope, play action pass. Pass rush is getting there for Millard South, and Circo wisely just throws it in the dirt. That was a good job by a couple members of that D-line, most notably Jared Laquana, to get to the quarterback there and cause some havoc on the busted play action. Second down and 10 for the Vikings. Can crowd really get into it here at Buell Stadium. Circo takes a snap. He'll give it off to Cannon. Bounces to the outside. It gets back to the line of scrimmage and a little bit more. He'll go out of bounds, marked at the 21-yard line. That's going to set up a little bit more of a third down and manageable for this high-powered Vikings offense.
Talking about Jerron Cannon again, he has over 1,000 rushing yards on the year. Really impressive. One of the best running backs in Class A, impact player. Overall, he's not going to disappoint. He's going to gain the yardage when needed.
Third down and 5. With Omaha North knocking on the doorsteps of the end zone. Circo takes a snap. Going to look to pass on the left-hand side. Now steps up in the pocket. Pass rush trying to get to him. Now looking to scramble. Now fires it. And that'll be incomplete. Great job in the secondary by Dylan Cool and Javante Walker to shut that down. And now you have a decision to make if you're Omaha North.
In Circle, there actually had a guy open in the end zone. It was Titan Glassman, I think, number 13.
He just wasn't looking over there, yeah. Omaha North keeping the offense on the field, so this is a big play for both teams. Patriots trying to get off, and Omaha North trying to keep this drive going. Crowd getting into it here at Buell Stadium. Fourth down and 5 on the opening drive for the Vikings. Circo takes a snap, going to look to pass. Floats to the left-hand side, and it's caught. First down. First down for the Vikings. That's Champ Davis. Made a great play on Javante Walker on the out route. Or excuse me, that's Titan Glassman. And they move the chains. Now inside the 15.
And the coverage by Walker was pretty good there. It was just a nice job of the receiver to haul it in.
Just a classic example of good offense always beats good defense. I formation look for Omaha North. They'll pitch it to Cannon in the backfield. And Aiden Miller stops that. That's a TFL for the transfer who came back to Millard South from Texas. He's had a great presence so far this season.
Yeah, Aiden Miller is 6'4", 250-pound senior, so he definitely has the size. So watch out for him at the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 10 for the Vikings. Millard South defense as a whole has been pretty solid this drive, just giving up some chunk plays when they haven't needed it. Circo takes a snap, drops back to pass, scanning the field. Now bullets into Champ Davis, is a little bit far out for him. He had open field in front of him, If that was a better pass, he would be in for 7. But instead, it'll be a 3rd down and 10.
So Circo, has had some missed opportunities so far. Not something you'd like to see.
He's one of those quarterbacks where I honestly think he's better with his legs. He's a great arm power, but sometimes he's going to miss those passes, especially when the pass rush is getting to him. 3rd down and 10, ball at the 14-yard line. Trips on the near side, one receiver to the far. Snap to Circo. Drops back to pass, scanning the field. Pass rush, get into him, and they're going to bring him down for a sack. J.R. Laquanic gets to him.
My goodness, what a tackle.
And he just ripped him down like a wrestler. And now the field goal crew has got to come on the field for the Vikings.
South Dakota State is for sure going to love him being on their team.
And this is a guy that I truly believe if recruiters got to him earlier in the process, he would be going Power 5. That's how great he's been. Now, Omaha North keeps the offense on the field. I don't think they trust their kicker enough. It would be about a 40-yard field goal, so instead the offense stays on the field for a 4th down and 21.
I like the move here.
Snap to Circo. It's a low snap. Now he floats it up. It's going to be overthrown, and Millard South gets the stop. And that is a response. Omaha North went down the field with ease in the first 2 plays, and after that, Millard South gave him the business. And the offense is going to take the field here on the second drive of the game. Jet Tamala, Nolan Feller, DeLon Jones, and Amara Jackson are taking the field for the Miss Millard South offense. Looking to put more points on the scoreboard and make this a 2-possession lead. Ball at the 23-yard line, motion pre-snap by Amarion Jackson. Tamala takes a snap, looking to pass. Screen pass over to Amarion Jackson. He's caught it on the outside, spins move, and he'll be down at the 35-yard line. Good job by Amarion Jackson to make a play on his feet, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down. First down and 10 for Millard South, pistol formation. They're going to pitch it off to Nolan Feller on the outside. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and bowling his way forward for a gain of only 4.
That was Tyson Terry on the tackle. 6'2", 265-pound beast. Also a Nebraska Cornhusker commit.
And only a junior. A guy that Omaha North really likes to have in their future, but I know Nebraska scouts are excited to see him. Also a very solid wrestler, 2-time state title champion. Hand off to Feller on the outside. He has plenty of room to run. He's going to get the 1st down and more. Flag on the field, but he's still up in the meantime. 35, and he'll be down at around the 33-yard line. Let's see what this flag's about, though. It was in the backfield, and I think Millard South thinks it was on them. They're walking back.
Yep. Coach Wisdom not happy at all on the sideline right now.
Yep, holding will go on the Patriots, so that's going to back them up 10 yards. And it's those penalties that you really can't afford to have. They had a similar penalty in the first drive, and a chunk play erased it, but let's see if another chunk play can erase this one. Bad timing. It'll be a 2nd down and 16 for the Patriots. The refs have really established early that they're going to call these little tic-tac fouls, but all you can hope is that they're going to be consistent throughout this game. Trips to the far side, one receiver to the near. Tamala takes a snap, look at his right-hand side to pass. Plenty of time in the pocket, now bullets it in there. Mara Jackson off his hands, and it's intercepted. Oh my goodness, that is a response from the Vikings. A rare drop from Amarion Jackson goes right in the hands of the Viking defender. And now this offense for Omaha North is going to have prime field position on their second drive.
Amarion Jackson really struggling to find a rhythm. He had trouble last week. Just want to see better from him.
It's one of those interceptions that's absolutely not on the quarterback. Let's see how this defense can respond. Under center. They'll give the handoff to Cannon up the middle. He'll get 5 yards and a little bit more. Spins off a man. Still up. Fighting for that first down marker. He's going to be 1 yard short. And, man, I mean, I see a lot of Nolan Feller in him. He is just a hard runner. Breaks one tackle about every single time. And this guy, man, wow, has a bright future. Only a sophomore for the Vikings. I formation look on a 2nd and 1. Snap to circle. They'll give it to Cannon once more. He'll get the first down. Fighting for it for some extra yardage. And they're going to get him at the 33-yard line, but he will get the first down. And this drive will continue for Omaha North.
Like I was trying to say in pregame, Millard South is going to have to play perfect if they want it to be far out of reach for the Vikings. Because it's going to be competitive, and Omaha North is just not going to go away easily.
Yeah, Omaha North, they're not a perfect team by any means, but they're very talented. But really, when they play a team that's a lot better coached than them, they got outscored by about 10 points against Elkhorn South, but they had no points on the scoreboard in that one. They lost to Millard West. They tend to lose these teams that are a lot more disciplined than them. Let's see if the Patriots can get the 3rd loss on the season. Plenty more of this game, though. Circo takes a snap. Look at his left-hand side of pass. Bullets in there. It's caught for a gain of about 5.
Nice little comeback route there for some easy yardage.
That's Titan Glassman. Omaha North has a very deep receiver core with Champ Davis, Connor O'Neill, and Titan Glassman. They feel really good about that trio. 2nd and 4 look by the Vikings. I formation. They'll pitch it off to Cannon. He's going to be met right around the marker, and they're not going to give it to him. That'll be a 3rd down, and let's call it inches. There is a player down for the Vikings. He looks a little bit shaken up. We'll take a very quick break here on Millard South Media. So we just got his number here on Millard South Media. That's number 54, Tyson Terry, who went down. He was very shaken up. Looks like he's limping on the sideline. That would be a huge loss for the Vikings. He struggled with injury a little bit so far this year. Man, if he could not return to this ball game, wow, that's a hit. 3rd down to 1 in the meantime. Circo takes a snap. He's going to actually drop back to pass. Floats it up to Chip Davis. He has a man beat, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Wow!
And I think this may be coming back. I think the ref threw it on Aiden Miller. The guy was holding Aiden Miller.
And yep, they quickly do that. That'll be a hold. The crowd loves it, so yep, you are correct. The touchdown will not stand. That's going to back up Omaha North. That's a double killer.
So many missed opportunities so far for this Vikings team.
And it should be noted, DeLon Jones got beat on that play. He struggled the last couple of weeks. The coaches have taken him out a couple times, but he's a guy who's really talented, one of the fastest guys on this Patriot team. I expect him to make a big statement in the upcoming drive. So now it's a 3rd down and 11. Touchdown off the board. About 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far. One tight end information shotgun. Snap to Circo. Pass rush trying to get to him early. Bullets in there to Tyson Glassman. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage in a little bit more. And that's going to set up a 4th down and 7.
You think maybe they'd go for it again.
Oh, absolutely. Omaha North didn't go for it last time when they were looking about a 40-yard field goal. And this one's a lot more farther than that. They have no choice but to go for it. Big play in this ball game, still in the first quarter. Crowd getting into it, parents and student section alike. And there's going to be a timeout on the field.
Omaha North having to rethink a couple things.
So we're going to take a very quick break with them. And welcome back to this one. 4th down and 7 for Omaha North. They had a touchdown reverse a couple plays back due to a holding call. And now Millard South looking to get off the field with 2 4th down stops in a row.
This would be huge if they converted.
Ball at the 31-yard line. Snap to Circo. It's a low snap once again. He's going to look to his left-hand side. Pass rush is getting there. There is a flag in the backfield.
It's going to be holding on J.R. Laquana, I'm pretty sure.
It's incomplete in the meantime, and it's going to be a hold on Omaha North. You were right, Mason. They were holding JR in the middle. So the offense is going to retake the field, but let's talk about that defense real quick. 2 big 4th down stops in the first quarter, both of them driving inside the 35. That's got to be a huge momentum boost for this Patriots defense, Mason.
Yeah, just a whole unit that's locked in right now. Everyone's doing their assignments. They're doing it to perfection. Just something you love to see.
Now the offense taking the field after picking the last drive that went off the hands of Mario Jackson. And he's a guy they need to get going early. 2 receivers to the left-hand side, 1 to the right. They're going to give this handoff to Nolan Feller on the outside. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and then he'll be corralled for about a gain of 1. That was number 4 in on the tackle. That's the Nebraska commit, Donovan Jones.
Yep, a guy with 4 interceptions on the season. He plays basketball and track as well. 3-sport athlete, always a plus there.
Yeah, you got to love those 3-sport athletes, especially when you're a coach recruiting. Tells them they're versatile, they're committed to more than one sport. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Nolan Feller still in the backfield for Millard South. Been great since he came back from injury. Snaps the ball up. Pass rush is getting there. Floats it off to Feller. On the screen pass, now he's cut it back inside. He gets the first down. He's still up. Cuts it now infield. 45, 40. They're trying to chase him down. They won't get to him. 20, 15, 10, 5. He throws at the peace sign and he's in. Nolan Feller all the way in for a touchdown for the Patriots.
Just Nolan Feller being Nolan Feller, Wilson. Breaking a couple of tackles, going right through the gaps.
And he's a guy that no matter how much space you give him, he can make a play. Man, oh man, he went the distance. PAT crew getting on the field for Millard South. Nathan Thompson has been almost perfect so far this year. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-0 is now the score here at Buell Stadium, and we're going to take a very quick break. Only about a minute left to go here in the first quarter. And welcome back to this one. 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and Nolan Feller went all the way down the field on a screen pass. Broke a couple tackles, put a couple moves on a couple guys, and man, oh man, he went the distance.
And although it is 14-0 Millard South, it has been decently competitive so far.
Oh, absolutely.
Just the Vikings having a lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah, Omaha North went down the field twice inside the 35, and Millard South got a great stop on defense both times. Pooch kick. It's going to be recovered by Omaha North, and he is met at the 30-yard line. Hard hit by the Patriots.
Caleb Panowitz.
Yep, that was Caleb Panowitz. Great tackle, and now the defense will retake the field. And Caleb Panowitz, real quick, that's a guy who just gives it his all whenever he's on the field for Millard South. One of the more productive seniors. All his Patriot squad. Plays wide receiver, plays safety. And really what we like to call him is a special teams ace. He's had a couple plays like that this year where he gets down the field and lays the boom on the opposing team.
And that's a player that switched from the quarterback position from last year, looking to make an impact maybe in a different positional group this time around. Wayne State commit also.
So 49 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. I formation look. Jerron Cannon has been great as a running back for Omaha North. They'll give it to him. And this time the D-line is all over it. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage for a gain of nothing. They'll have to run one more play before we get to the second quarter. And really what's worked so far has been the running game. Jerron Cannon has had a couple great plays on his legs. Sebastian Serco really has been iffy so far with his arm. Missed a couple guys in the end zone. And really, penalties have killed him too. They had a touchdown that came back due to holding. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. They'll give it to Serco. Looking to pass. Little out route over to Champ Davis. And he is met by DeLund Jones. And there is a flag on the field. Let's see what they call it. It was after the play. I think they're going to call a taunting perhaps. He did stand over him a little bit after the play. And up they will call it on Millard South. So the clock will stop at 1 second.
Yeah, kind of a chippy game so far. There's been a lot of talking from both sides.
Yeah, I said this for the Westside game too. There's a lot of talking on both sides. Let them play. It's high school. Let them play a little bit. Let's not throw flags for a little bit of personal fouls or stuff happening after the play. Let's let them play. Let's let them be chippy. Let's let them taunt a little bit. Why not? Like, this is supposed to be fun. Obviously, there is a line, but that one did not cross it.
Yeah, these guys are all young. Just let them play their hearts out.
So again, there's 1 second left to go in the first quarter. After the penalty, that's going to advance Omaha North right to the 50-yard line. It'll actually be in Millard South territory at the 49-yard line. And wow, that swing things. A second will go off the clock, and that'll be the end of the first quarter here on Millard South Media. The Patriots up 14-0, but the Vikings looking to get on the scoreboard. They're driving. Check out the Corner Kick, Millard's best sports bar, located just down the street on Herd 38th and P. It offers Omaha's best fajitas, phenomenal street tacos, and a private party room. Locally owned by Millard residents who proudly support Millard South Athletics. Next time you want excellent food at a great price, visit the Corner Kick on Herd 38th and P. And check out Erickson Cedarstrom, providing you 55 years of legal excellence. Please contact Dan Dimmitt over there at Erickson Cedarstrom for anything law. And welcome back. I formation look, they're going to chip it off to Jerron Cannon. And Millard South all over that one. A gain of nothing.
Looks like J.R. Laquana was in again.
He's had a great game so far. Been all over. Already has 1 sack. He was our X Factor, Mason. That was a pretty good pick by us up in the press box. Second down and 10, but before we get to that, here's the student section cam holiday theme here at Millard South, and the students are here as they always have been. Back to the game. Second down and 10. Snap to Circo. He's looking to pass on the right-hand side. Now bullets it down the field. Jump ball, and it's caught by Champ Davis on the sideline. Toe tapped it in. And that is a response. Wow. Champ Davis, man, he is a stud.
And Javante Walker was on the coverage. He was looking back. He's just got to do a better job of finding the football.
So first down and 10 at the 24-yard line of Omaha North. Every time they've had the football, they've went inside Millard South territory. But Millard South has had to answer. Let's see if they can do it for the third time.
Right now, when the Vikings really need to capitalize.
I formation look. They'll give it up to middle Jerron Cannon. Patriots trying to get to him, but they will. But before he gets a gain of about 5 at the 20-yard line. Aiden Miller in on the tackle. Omaha North taking their time. And you see a lot of teams do that when they come to Buell Stadium and play a high-powered team and a high-paced team like the Patriots. They tend to go slow. Another I formation look with one receiver to the left, one to the right. They give the ball off to Jerron Cannon again. He's fighting for that first down marker, and he's going to get it, I think. They're going to mark him right at the 15, and yup, that'll be good enough to move the chains.
Millard South having trouble bringing him down there.
The chains crew is not moving. I think they're going to mark him just a little bit short. So it'll be third down in inches. And we know this is fourth down territory for the Vikings. They've yet to take a field goal so far.
Must convert situation if they want to get points on the scoreboard.
10 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Fans getting loud.
Snap to Circo. Looking to pass. Play time in the pocket. Now rifles in a tight Glassman, and that'll be out of bounds just barely. Great play by Sebastian Circo to rifle in on the out route. Now we have a fourth down and 1, and just like we just talked about, they're going to go for it, no doubt about it. Fans really, really pumped up. Again, they did not like it when Omaha North came off the field on their tunnel walk and planted their flag in the middle of the 50-yard line, and they've been chirping at them ever since. So fourth down and 1, I formation look. This Patriots D-line trying to make a play here. They'll get off to Jerron Cannon. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Patriots don't think he got there. It all depends on the spot. It'll be close. And they honestly might bring the change crew out. They mark it right at the 20-yard line. And they're going to give it to the Patriots. A fourth down stand for the third time already. Wow, Mason, wow.
This defense has come to play.
And they're doing it in all facets. The secondary steps up when they need to, and this D-line has been wrecking havoc. Aiden Miller, Jared Laquana, Adam Pugh, and Harper Rutan.
Everybody just playing with a lot of fight in them.
Man, they've been great. It should be noted that number 54, Tyson Terry, is back in the ballgame for Omaha North. Went out earlier with what looked like a little bit of an ankle injury, but he is back. First down and 10 at their own 15. 5 wide look for the Patriots. Tamala alone in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Looking to pass, scanning the field. Now throws it to Millard Jackson in the middle. He gets an incredible catch to advance the chains and has a gain of about 30. Laid it out on the line. And Amarion Jackson, who's been slow the last 2 weeks, that is a way to get out of his slump.
Very clean pass and catch.
Patriots go in tempo. They'll give the snap off to Nolan Feller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage for a gain of nothing. So second down and about 8 for the Patriots.
Important to note that Tyson Terry is fine and he's back on the field.
Snaps to the ball. Gives off to Nolan Feller in the flat. Plenty of room to run on the outside. He gets the first down and more. Now cutting inside. 25, 20. They're trying to drag him down, but before they do, he'll get inside the 10. And nope, they'll say he stepped out a little bit before that at the 15. And Nolan Feller on back-to-back drives makes a great play on the little screen pass. And the Patriots are now in the red zone.
I don't know about you, Wilson, but Nolan Feller for sure has my vote for MVP.
So far. Little screen pass over to Mario Jackson. He is absolutely pummeled by Omaha North. That's number 14 in their secondary, Michael Johnson. Second down and 9 at the 12-yard line. Millard South not going tempo anymore, taking their time on this play call. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Nolan Feller still your running back. Jet Tamal, the sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun. They give it the snap to him. Looking to pass on the right-hand side. Gets it to Amarion Jackson for a gain of about 5 on just a simple little check down out route.
Nice toe tapping catch.
And it looks like, I don't think he caught that football. There's also a flag on Millard South. Chop block. Wow. That's a call we haven't seen too much this year. So that's going to back Millard South up. And 3 consecutive drives. They've had 3 penalties that have killed them for a loss of 10 when they're driving. And it's those small penalties that we've seen throughout the year for Millard South. That's just their one killer. They're a very talented team and really well coached, but it's these offensive penalties that have came up time and time again that's continuing to really ruin drives for them, Mason. So now it's second down and 25 after a 15-yard penalty, and they're at the edge of field goal range now even. It's important to mention that Dom Duggan is now checked in on the left-hand side, one of the more athletic and tall receivers for this Millard South squad. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Tamala takes a snap, looking to pass. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now rifles up to Amarion Jackson over his head. And now it'll be a third down and almost unmanageable for this Millard South offense.
A little bit of a dangerous pass. There were a couple guys around Amarion there, ready to make a play maybe.
Did you know that secondary is prioritizing shutting him down? We've been calling about all year long to get more receivers involved. There's a lot of talent in this receiver room, but Marion Jackson, he's came up time and time again. Third down and 25. Pistol look for the Patriots. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Motion pre-snap by Dylan Cool. They're just going to hand it off to Nolan Feller up the middle. Fighting for it for some extra yards, and he's going to get a gain of about 5. And you'd like to think that play call was just to get Nathan Thompson in a little better position to kick this field goal. So the ball is marked to the 23-yard line. It's going to be about a 40-yard field goal for Nathan Thompson. No wind really to impact this ball. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It has the distance, and it's in. Nathan Thompson with a 40-yard field goal. And that's going to extend this Patriot lead to 17-0 here at Buell Stadium.
Something you'd love to see for the kicker, as always.
Absolutely. You like to see him get pumped up, especially after a big field goal. We're going to take a very quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to this one here at Millard South Media. The Patriots up 17-0 against the Omaha North Vikings. And real quick, if you don't want to miss out on anything related to Millard South athletics, we have basketball season coming up, but we still have football coverage coming up in the following weeks. Please hit the like button on this video, but also hit the subscribe button, again, if you do not want to miss anything related to Patriot athletics. Pooch kickoff there by Nathan Thompson. It'll be fielded and fair caught. Nope, looks like he didn't fair catch it. And Millard South will corral him after he fights for a couple extra yards. They're going to mark him at the 28-yard line. All things considered, Mason, this Omaha North offense has been very very solid so far, but really when they get inside the red zone, and on those fourth downs specifically, they've came up short. Millard South already has 3 stops on fourth down already in this game. And really, the D-line, which was our key to the game for the Patriots, has been huge.
Yeah, the scoreboard for sure would tell a different story if they would capitalize on the opportunities.
Let's see if the Vikings can finally get on the scoreboard in this one. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Circo takes a snap. He's going to look to pass on the first play of the drive. Rolls to the left, now fires it in, and it's bobbled and incomplete. Intended receiver was Champ Davis. It just couldn't get his hands under it. This is going to be a 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots. Omaha North taking their time here. Clock's not running with 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. And really, I think they got to keep feeding Gerard Cannon. He's been consistent so far, but they won't do that. They'll opt to pass here on this one. Float it up to Chet Davis again, and this time he'll come down with it for a gain of about 7 for a 3rd down and 3. So 2 plays in a row with the same play call, but this time Champ Davis doesn't drop the football, and they'll get in for a 3rd down and 3.
Champ Davis being a consistent target for Circo so far in this matchup.
Then again, we keep harping on it. This is a very talented receiver core for the Vikings, whether that's Champ Davis, whether that's Connor O'Neill, whether that's Titan Glassman. They have a lot of guys that they feel confident in, and they've been great so far this year. 3rd down and 3 at the 35. Cannon continues to be in the backfield. They won't give it to him. Bobbled snap. Now Circo will fire to Glassman. Or excuse me, that's Connor O'Neill. And that'll be incomplete, too high. I think O'Neill wanted a flag there. Javante Walker got a little bit there early, but I think it was uncatchable. So now, Mason, 4th down and 3. What do you do if you're Omaha North?
I mean, you're down 17-0. You're in your own territory. The safe move would obviously be to punt the football. But if you want to get back into this ballgame, you got to do anything.
It looks like they're going to opt to punt, but I agree with you. I think they should go for this, especially against a Millard South offense that has went down the field every time they've touched the football. High punt over to Mara Jackson. He'll fair catch it. No problem at the 34-yard line. And that's where Millard South will take over with 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. We're going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right back with you. Do not go away. And welcome back to this one. Patriots take over. Little pitch off to Noah Feller. He'll go back to the line of scrimmage, but after that, the Omaha North defense gets all over him for a gain of nothing.
Usually those little dump-off passes work for Feller, but that time Omaha North was quick on the scene to wrap him up.
Quick score update around the Metro. 35-0 is your score at Westside versus Bellevue West. And the Warriors are taking care of business. Looks like they're going to play Millard West in the next round. And again, if you didn't see that Millard West game, they won against Grand Island 31-7 here at Buell Stadium. Snaps the ball. He's going to look to pass. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now he steps up. Avoids one man. Now dumps off to Amara Jackson. That's caught in bounds. Tries to juke a man, but he'll get the first down after it's all over. And continuing with the score updates, 1 minute left to go in the first half at Elkhorn South. They lead Lincoln East 10-7. That is a competitive ball game. A lot more competitive than some people would think. That Lincoln East squad, they are no joke. First down at 10 at midfield for Millard South. Trips to the far side, 1 receiver to the near. Passing game has really got going for the Patriots as of late. They'll give the handoff to Nolan Feller. trying to bully his way inside Vikings territory, and he'll do just that with a gain of 4. Second down and 6, that clock keeps running. You'd like to think that Millard South would be content keeping the score as it is, at least on the Omaha North side going into halftime. Gentamala tried to get the Vikings on the hard count, wasn't successful. Getting the call from the sideline, 10 seconds left to go on the play clock.
Millard South, of course, taking their time as needed.
Trips to the far side. Feller moves to the left-hand side of Tamala. He'll go back to pass. Now throws it up to Omarion Jackson. Beats his man. Oh, my goodness. Really close. Just a little bit overthrown to Omarion Jackson. And when he has a man beat, you know that he can go for 6 at any point in time. But again, just a little bit overthrown there by the quarterback, Jet Tamala. Third down and 6 with 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Noel Feller has been in the backfield all game long, again, not on a snap count ever since he's came back from his torn meniscus, which happened in week 3. There will be a timeout before the snap, and that'll be on Omaha North. That's your second of the first half. We're going to take a very quick break with them, and we'll be back. Five minutes left to go here in the first half. Third down and 6. And the Patriots trying to keep the drive going. On the other side of things, the Vikings coming off a timeout, trying to get off the field. Little screen pass over to Nolan Feller. Plenty of blockers downfield. He'll get the first down. Emmer now cuts it inside. Plenty of room to run. 20, 15, 10. Cuts inside again, and he's in for the second touchdown of the game. Nolan Feller on the screen pass. And man, oh man, he makes it look easy. And this has just been a classic response from Millard South. Again, they felt disrespected when Omaha North came in here and planted their flag on the 50-yard line at the tunnel walk. Got a little chippy after that, and it's been all Millard South ever since that. And they're looking to plant the flag at the end of this one. PAT is up, and it's good. 24-zip. And we will take a quick break once again with 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. And welcome back to Millard South Media. 24-zip is the score here with 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And that's a surprise to many But Millard South so far has been proving to you why they're the number 2 seed. Pooch kick there by Omaha North. They did not recover, but now they do. And the ball will be marked at the 25-yard line. That's where Sebastian Circo and this offense will take the field. Again, they're looking to go down and get their first points in the ball game. They've been held silent so far. This is a very talented team, but man, they just, it's almost inexplicable what's happened because this Patriots defense has took over, especially this D-line. They've been incredible, Mason.
Yeah, just around 5 minutes to do so. Of course, plenty of time to make something happen.
And what I was saying last drive, just keep giving Jerron Kim the football. He's been consistent in the running game. He's had some big chunk plays. You have plenty of time to give it to him. I formation look. They'll do just that. No play action. Play time in the pocket. Now he's firing tight. Glassman down the field. Incomplete, but they're going to throw the flag on Javante Walker. Got there a little early, and he didn't look back.
They'll call that every time.
They'll call that every time. Javante was not a fan of that call, but again, that's procedure. That's standard. That's what the refs are taught. So that'll be a first down for Omaha North. And that's what my dad likes to call the PI play. We like to call it the PI play. Just throw the ball downfield and see if there's a PI. So first down and 10 for Omaha North. Ball is marked at the 40-yard line. Taking their time. They only have one timeout in this first half. Holiday theme here at Millard South, and the students have really shown up. And they're having a good time, led by the cheerleaders over there. They've been loud.
Always doing a good job of supporting the Patriots.
Absolutely. First down and 10 at the 40-yard line for Omaha North. Low snap, Circle controls it, rolls to the right. Now throws it up to Chip Davis, and that'll be far out of bounds. Now a second down and 10 at the 40-yard line. You know what I like about Circo? He just throws the ball away when there's pressure, and he sees nothing. He throws the ball away. That's a lot of times when you see these young quarterbacks, they try to force something in there or extend the play. A lot of times it isn't the right move to make. Just throw that ball away and go to the next play. But this O-line needs to do a better job of Omaha North. And we're looking at the best D-line in all of Class A, led by Jerry Laquana and Aiden Miller. But there is a lot of talent on that O-line, too, for Omaha North. They're looking to make a better presence felt. Snap to Circo. He's going to look to pass, but there is a flag before the snap. That'll go on the Vikings, so that's going to back them up. That'll be a delay game. So second down and 15.
This is the time to lock in. You got to
Absolutely.
make something happen.
And I know this Vikings team does not want to go into halftime with 0 points on the scoreboard. Circo drops back to pass. Passer's trying to get to him, but he fires it beforehand. Tipped off the hands of number 2, Connor O'Neill.
And
man,
and when you're wanting to make something happen, that's something you cannot have happen.
I mean, we just kind of cringed up here in the press box. That's one of those plays that Omaha North needed to have, and it feels like when they need those big plays to happen, they've been short every single time. Third down and 15. Crowd get into it here at Millard South, trying to make one final stand here in the first half. I formation look. Play action. Pastor's trying to get to him. Jerry Laquan is going to bring him down. Led the play to perfection, and he gets in there for his second sack of the game.
And like you were saying earlier, Wilson, this Viking offensive line, it's been a big struggle for the team all year long. They have to do a way better job of handling this blitz that Millard South is bringing.
So now the punting crew will take the field. Mario Jackson is the punt returner for the Patriots. And let's see what he got. Has only had one punt return for a touchdown. That came against Lincoln East. See if he can do it perhaps again. High kick. And yep, he's just going to let that one roll. looks like he shaked it perhaps a little bit. So Millard South is going to have great field position. Let's see where they mark this football. Inside the 40, and they're going to mark it at the 38-yard line, so great field position.
I mean, not a great punt at all.
So right when you thought Vikings might go down the field and get some points on the scoreboard, Millard South has prime field position to go down and score again. And again, this is personal, not only because of what happened at the start of the game, but because of what happened in 2021 where Omaha North came in here. They beat the number 1 seed at the time, Millard South Patriots, and there was a lot of chatter that happened after that. They planted the flag back then. For them to come back here and plant that flag, you know this is personal. I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw Millard South run up the score if that even comes into play.
Millard South is just all around really fired up tonight.
Ian Lager in at quarterback. A little play action off to Jet Tamal. He's going to look to pass down the field. He has nothing there. Now he's going to run it and just goes out of bounds. We saw a very similar play against Millard North last year where Brock Murdoch caught a touchdown pass off of something just like that. And nothing was there this time. Three minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. Trips to the near side, will receive to the far. Patriots trying to get on the scoreboard once again to extend this lead. Snap to Damala. They'll get off to Feller. Now cutting to the outside. He's going to be dragged down. Nope, stays up. But that is going to be a massive loss. Loss of about 6. And now it'll be a 3rd down and 9 at the 40-yard line. They're out of field goal range. Clock is running. About 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Patriots with all 3 timeouts. Under 10 seconds left to go to play clock. They got to get this snap off. And nope, Ty Wisdom's going to walk on the field and take a timeout. And we're going to take a very quick timeout with them here on Millard South Media. Welcome back to this one. 3rd down and 9 for this Patriot offense. Trying to stay on the field, extend this lead, but the Vikings need a stop here. They're going to run it up the middle. Noah Feller, here's Boyle home to run. Get the first down. Now he breaks to the outside. Good blocking down the field at the 10-5. He's in for the touchdown. Noah Feller with his 3rd of the game. Man, oh man, I keep saying this every time. This guy is great on his legs. But that play could not have happened without that great downfield blocking by the receiver core. But hold on. There is a flag in the backfield. It's offside, so the play will stand. No worries about it. Still a touchdown for Millard South. And it looks like that was Dom Duggan who made the great block.
And Wilson, this has easily been, maybe Nolan Feller's best game of the year.
Absolutely. Looks like there was also an unsportsmanlike on Omaha North. But really quick, a Patriot shout out to Dom Duggan. That was one of the best wide receiver blocks we have seen all year long, and he made that running play happen. PAT crew is on the field. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is true. Lead is extended. 31-zip here at Buell Stadium. Patriots fans are celebrating, and there's not much celebrating going on that Viking sideline, at least for now. We're going to take a very quick break, and we'll be back with the last minutes of this first half. Welcome back here to Millard South Media. 31-zip is the score. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. There was an unsportsmanlike that went on the Vikings. So because of that, it's going to be a short kickoff. Let's see the strategy the Patriots want to go here. We've seen pooch kickoffs all of this game. You might see a squib. You might even see an onside kickoff by Nathan Thompson. It will be an onside, and Millard North to get over it. Wow. Risky play call there on the kickoff. But Omaha North takes a little bit of a shot, but they get under it, and that's where they're going to start off, marked to the 35-yard line.
Millard South has, time to make those big moves, big decisions. They're up 31-0.
Absolutely. You can gamble a little bit. You're not up, 10 points like when Scott Frost did that against Northwestern. First down and 10 for Omaha North. They have got to go down the field to get a touchdown or at least a field goal here. Strong formation. We'll give the snap to Circo. He's going to look to pass. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now he dumps off to Champ Davis, and he is met for a gain of about 5. But a great tackle on the field made by Millard South. And, of course, that was Caden Olin, one of the playmakers on this defense. California Baptist Wrestling commit. Second down and 6. Omaha North trying to go down the field and at least get something to feel good about themselves for in halftime. We're now under 2 minutes left to go. Low snap once again to Circo. He steps up in the pocket. Pass rush trying to bring him down. Now circles back in. He'll just throw it up. That should be an intentional grounding. They have yet to call the flag, and I don't think they're going to. Wow. I mean, he just threw that into no man's land. That is a standard that is a standard intentional grounding call, but they do not call it.
I thought maybe the ball actually made it out of bounds there.
Looking at the replay here, I mean, it was close, but really, I don't think it matters at all. There was no receiver in the area.
Omaha North going up to the line fast.
2 seconds left to go in the play clock. I don't think they're going to snap off, and they're going to call their last timeout of the first half.
Does it ruin my call? No. Oh. Does it ruin my clip? Maybe. No, it doesn't. I'll show you. It's fine. I've never heard anything like that. I want to see this.
Welcome back to this one. Third down and 6. Trips to the near side. Look for Omaha North. Snap to Circo. Looks back to pass. A little bit high.
Dangerous pass there.
Dangerous pass. Was a hospital pass. No way. And now the punting crew looks to come on the field for Omaha North.
Just a disappointing showing from this Viking squad. A lot of adjustments to be made at the half.
Marion Jackson back to receive. High snap. Gets under no problem. Very high punt. Marion Jackson fair catches it at the 40-yard line. That's where they're going to take over. So Millard South really has a decision to make what they want to do here. Do you go down the field, try to get another field goal, try to get a touchdown even, or do you just need this one out? I talked about it a little bit earlier. This is a Patriots squad that's not very happy with the Vikings. They can run out the score if they want to.
I would think they, stay relatively conservative here, but we'll have to see.
Trips to the far side, one receiver to the near. Tamala takes a snap, gives off to Feller. Trying to bounce to the outside, and he is met by the defense of Omaha North. That's Michael Johnson with the tackle. Clock is running. Patriots still have 2 timeouts if they want to use them, but they might just be content going to halftime like this. Second down and 14. Not a great spot by the refs. Thought he got only a loss of about 2 or 1, but it really doesn't matter here if Millard South decides to go to halftime like this. 1 minute left to go here in the first half. Handoff over to Feller again up the middle, and he is met once more by this D-line of Omaha North. That'll set up a 3rd down and 13. I think Millard South has shown you that they are perfectly content going to halftime like it is right now. There's going to be a stoppage. Not sure what this is about. Millard South did not call a timeout. The refs are gathering at midfield trying to talk about something.
I think both sides are a little confused right now.
Let's see what this is about. Sure. Yeah, officials took a timeout. Weird. So we're going to take a very quick break. .23 seconds left to go here in the first half. And there's going to be another stoppage right after an official's timeout. Now Ty Wisdom's going to choose to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here, though. It kind of set the stage for you of what has went down here in this one. Millard South got the ball to start off this ball game, went down the field, got 6. Then Omaha North tried to respond, went inside the 20, and on a 4th down stop, Millard South got to him. And ever since, it's been Patriots. Really, this offense for Omaha North has had its sparks. They've shown how talented they are, but they've really went away from Jerron Cannon. And he's been one of the reasons why they were in this ball game early on, was his use of his legs in the running game. They've completely went away from him. Not only that, Sebastian Serco has not been great. The receivers have been good separation, whether that's Tyke Glassman or Champ Davis, but Serco has not got the ball to him. And on the other side of things, this D-line for Millard South. So one of our X factors, Jared Laquana, already 2 sacks. He's been a menace. Patriots retake the field here with 19 seconds again. I'd expect them to just give it off to Noah Feller and go to halftime. Trips to the near side. Tamala getting the call from the sideline. He takes a snap, gives off to Feller up the middle, and he'll be tackled right around the original line to gain. No timeouts by Omaha North. Millard South, I don't think they're going to take one. And yep, that'll do it here for halftime. 31-0 is your score. The crowd really get into it. And Omaha North, they have to find ways and find answers to get back in this ballgame. We'll have a halftime show about 10 minutes away from now, talking about this game and some of the other games around the Metro.
Coach Wisdom. Coach, so it looks like you're stopping the pass very well today. What's going on with that?
Yeah, we're playing well in all three phases right now. Obviously, special teams has been
Patriot
good. They
fans,
have
please turn your attention
there.
to field for a special
Offensively,
halftime
with
performance by
Feller on
Millard
the
South
ground game,
dance
and then we've been
team,
able to open up the
coached by
stuff in the
Rachel
pass game
Gordon
as
and
well,
Madeline
keeping them
Duvall.
on tempo. And
The
then
dance team would like to
defensively,
thank one of
obviously,
their
we're getting after
Patriot
their
level
quarterback back a
sponsors,
little bit and
Omaha
making them
Patriot
one-dimensional.
Dance
But
Company,
obviously,
for their
that's
support of
24 minutes. We need another 24.
2023-2024
All right.
Millard
One
South
last
dance
question.
team.
What do you want to see from your boys coming out of half to keep Omaha North off the
We just talked about playing all 48 minutes. Playoff football, you got to play 48 minutes. We know that. Omaha North's a great football team, so we got to come out and put together a good second half.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Back to you.
And welcome back to Millard South Media. 31-0 is your score at halftime, with the Patriots been dominating so far, but the Vikings set to return. And one thing you can count on for this Vikings team is that they will always be confident, no matter what the score is, no matter what seed they are. You can expect them to come out with some fireworks. But Millard South has been so impressive so far, specifically defensively. Let's see if they can keep the shutout going. Nathan Thompson set to kick this thing off. Refs with a quick stoppage. They're getting ready.
Refs having trouble locking in here.
And now they're letting them go. Nathan Thompson is your kickoff man for the Patriots. A pooch kick like he's been doing all game long. The Vikings get under it, trying to find room to run. Now trying to break in the inside, and he'll be corralled at the 30-yard line. Ball is out. Trying to see who has it, and the Vikings get it back.
Really lucked out there.
So the Vikings will take the field. Let's see, where are they going to spot? The 34-yard line. Excuse me, the 29-yard line. That's where Sebastian Shirko will take the field. I formation. Pitch over to Jerron Cannon. He has room to run on the outside. Now trying to break inside. First down and more. Pushing the pile. He'll get a gain of about 13. That's a first down for North. And we talked about it a little bit at the end of the first half. This is the guy who's been, honestly, their only consistent piece offensively. Give Jerron Cannon the football. He's been great. Vikings going slow here, but you'd like to think that they'll start to show tempo as this game progresses. Pitch, look, and Millard South all over it this time. Aiden Miller in on the tackle. And that's another TFL to add to his resume.
Aiden Miller hyped. Just a really good wrap-up tackler. Gets into the backfield fast.
Second down and 11. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Cannon takes us down, look at the pass. Plenty of time in the pocket now, rifles up to Champ Davis. It's caught for a gain of about 5, and that's going to set up a third down and manageable at about midfield.
And even though Sebastian Surco hasn't really met the standards that his coaches would have probably have liked this ball game, he's still a player that has offers from big-name schools like Ole Miss and Penn State, and he still has another year of high school to make even better impressions than he already has this season.
Third down and 6 at the 47-yard line of Omaha North. Really trying to get the chains to move, but you know this is 4-down territory for him. Here's the snap to Surco. Drops back to pass. Pass rush trying to get to him. Aiden Miller. He'll just throw that ball away. And the pressure was applied by number 0, Aiden Miller. You have a decision to make. Really shouldn't be a decision at all. Offense needs to stay on the field here for the Vikings. And it looks like they're going to do just that. Mason, if you're the Omaha North offense, what do you call here?
I say go for it, Wilson. You're down 31-0. You gotta make something happen to at least put an effort to get on this scoreboard.
And let's see what they can get Jerron Cannon going in the passing game. He's a guy who they really have not got going at all the pass pro, but he could do stuff with his legs. And wow, looks like they're advancing the football into Patriot territory. And first down. Did we see a flag on the field there, Mason?
I didn't notice it, Wilson.
We're getting a call from our production team that there was a flag on the field. Not sure what it was over, but that's going to put the Vikings into Millard South territory. Inside the 40 even.
And if And if the Vikings are going to get back into this game, Wilson, they need to give it to Jaron Cannon in some way. He's going to be the one to
Yep,
get
absolutely.
back into it.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Cannon in the backfield. They're not going to give it to him. Circo looking back to pass. Plenty of time. Now fires up to Ty Glassman. He gets the ball for a first down and more. Now going to be dragged out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And Omaha North on the first drive of the second half gets inside the red zone. And Titan Glassman, man, he has been great today. I mean, Chip Davis has also been solid. Connor O'Neill, we really haven't seen too much from him. He's another one of these talented wide receivers for the Vikings.
Vikings in a familiar spot, as they have been in previous instances in this ball game. They haven't converted. We'll see if they get on the scoreboard.
Nine minutes 30 here in the third quarter. Vikings trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time. Circle to pass. Rifles it up in the end zone. It's caught, but was he out of bounds? Yes, he was. They threw it up to Connor O'Neill. Did not get the feet down, however. So that'll set up a 2nd and 10.
Still a really nice catch, but couldn't find his way to get in bounds.
So now a 2nd down and 10 at the 20-yard line, inside the red zone. And every time Omaha North has come inside the red zone, Millard South has got to stop on 4th down to give the ball right back to the offense. Snap to Circo, drops back to pass. Now rolling left. Pass rush trying to get to him. Plenty of time, however. Now rolls back inside, and Millard South will get to him. And guess who brings him down? J.R. Laquana in for a tackle. Or excuse me, nope, that was Harper Rutan who ended up bringing him down. JR applied the pressure.
And he had no good looks with his receivers there. Everyone covered to perfection.
There is a flag on the field. That's going to go on Omaha North. But I think Millard South is going to decline this penalty. So now a 3rd down and 20. And you've got to get yardage here. You're obviously in 4-down territory at this point in the ball game. Get some yardage here. Cut it in half if you can.
And Omaha North struggling once again in the other team's territory.
Circo takes a snap. Drop it back to pass. Rifles in the middle of the field. Way too low. And now you have a 4th down and 21. Offense staying on the field. You're not in field goal range by any means. Now this is time to have your best play call. Let's see what Larry Martin, the legendary coach for Omaha North, has cooked up. This Millard South defense trying to keep the shutout alive. Omaha North, man, they've had nothing going their way in this one. 4th down and 21. Snap. Pass rush is getting there, and they'll bring him down. Caden Nolan gets to him, and that is another response by this Millard South defense. The offense will take the field here at Buell Stadium with 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. If this one has been all Millard South, we're going to take a very quick break. Welcome back to this one. Nolan Feller gets the ball on the handoff. Gain of about 2 or 3. That'll be a 2nd down and 6.
Millard South with a comfortable lead here. We're going to be taking their time probably the rest of this game.
Yeah, the tempo is no longer going to be there. You expect to see them take their time, like you said, Mason. I apologize for some audio issues in the first half, but we got that handled. We should be hearing me clearly for the rest of this one. Little dump off pass. Fighting for some extra yards, but he will get around the line to gain. That was Daxton Williams with the catch, the backup running back. So now a 3rd down and 6 for this Patriots offense right at midfield. Good Patriots taking their time. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Getting the call from the sideline. Motion pre-snap by Daxton Williams. There's going to be a timeout right before the snap by Ty Wisdom. Looked like the offense in general was confused, and we're going to take a timeout with them here on Millard South Media. Welcome back. Snap over to DeMott. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now fires downfield to Caden Olin. A little bit overthrown there on the 3rd down. No flags on the field. Now decision time. The punting crew will come on. Ben Medicini back to punt.
Omaha North hoping things go right on their upcoming drive.
Ben taking his time back there, now boots it. It's going to take a friendly Millard South roll inside the 20. And it'll be marked at the 19-yard line. And that's where Sebastian Serco and the Vikings offense will look to take over. We're going to take a very quick break. Welcome back to this one. I formation look. And there will be a flag pre-snap. I think that'll go on the Vikings. No, that'll go on Millard South encroachment. That'll back them up, or excuse me, push the Vikings forward 5 yards. Omaha North fighting for the 1st down. Looks like they're going to be a little bit short. Or excuse me, nope, they'll move the chains. Barely got there. Ball at the 29-yard line here. High formation looking. Vikings taking their time. Offense has had nothing going all day long. Little pitch over to Jerron Cannon, trying to fight for some extra yards, and he'll get a gain of about 6. Ball now spotted at the 35-yard line. Again, this Millard South defense has been lights out all game long. You'd like to see Jerron Cannon get involved. He has been really great with his legs, but Passing game has not been there.
J.R. Laquana making another tackle once more.
Second down and 5. I form another pitch to Jerron Cantor. Excuse me, that's a different back in the backfield. Flag is on the field. But that was their backup, Messiah Strong. Let's see what this flag is about. And that'll go on Omaha North. Another drive killer. That's a holding.
Man, there have been a lot of penalties in this game. Something that really needs to be cleaned up.
In Omaha North, while the score is what it is, they fought really hard in this game. They went down the field. It's just been a lot of these small mistakes like you just saw that have killed them. And this is a really talented team. No matter how this game ends, they're going to be in contention for a long time. Just like Millard South, very, very young roster. They return just about everybody next year. They give the handoff to the running back once more. Fighting forward. They'll get a gain of about 5. Still trying to push him forward. It's a battle in there. And he'll finally be marked for a gain of about 8 now. So when it's all said and done, it'll be a 3rd down and 6. Messiah Strong has been the running back all of this drive. Jerron Cannon on the sideline. They've been I-form almost all the second half. Play action. Circo is going to roll, take it himself, gets the first down, and now goes out of bounds. And that's what we haven't seen at all this game. Sebastian Circo can do things with his legs when needed. He gets the first down.
Omaha North still playing with heart.
Quick update around the Metro. The other 8 o'clock game, Elkhorn South leading Lincoln East 24-13 there at Elkhorn. Something to watch. Still a close ball game. Hand out to Messiah Strong. Only gain about 2 or 3.
And Omaha North now really just sticking to the run game.
Yeah, I mean, it is an interesting strategy. They're running the clock a little bit. I don't want to say they've given up by any means, but it is, the fact that they're not going tempo, it is a little bit surprising there, especially from an aggressive head coach, that being Larry Martin.
At this point, they're just trying to find ways to do something that works.
Snap to Circo. Plenty time in the pocket. Now he's going to roll left. Patriots trying to get to him. Now fires. Incomplete along the sideline. Intended for number 3, Elijah Mitchell. And now they have a decision to make on 3rd down. What's the play call, Mason?
No, I'd probably stick to the run game here. 3rd and 7. Running backs have shown earlier in this matchup that they can gain yardage when necessary.
But again, the clock is also an issue, though. I think personally, I think you have to air it out, really. I mean, the running game, of course, has been working, but on 3rd down 7, I don't think you're going to get all with 1 carry.
Hopefully the passing game works out for them here, because it really hasn't all game long.
They go a pistol look. Circo in a quarterback. They were not ready for the snap. Cannon takes it himself. He'll just go out of bounds. He'll actually get a gain on the play. But Circo was not ready for the snap. We've seen snapping issues by the center of Omaha North all game long. A lot of low snaps that almost get under him. And that one, he just wasn't ready for it. So now we have a 4th down. I think the punting crew is coming on for the Vikings. And now you've got to believe that they are kind of figuratively waving the white flag. Not a very aggressive offense. And now you're punting it. Mario Jackson back to return. Oh, he looks like it's going to be a fake. Millard South trying to get under it, and yeah, they do. A fake punt.
And he had a guy open. That was number 6, Beckett Mole was open. Just another disappointment.
So what seemed like a last-ditch effort from Omaha North is absolutely shut down by this defense of the Patriots, and they're going to take over inside inside Omaha North territory. We're going to take a very quick break. Welcome back here to Millard South Football. Offense taking the field. Jetjamal still in at quarterback. Pass over to the ball. Jackson on a little cross route, and that's a gain of 20. First down and 10, they are inside the red zone.
Millard South with all the momentum right now in this third quarter.
Patriots not going tempo necessarily. With under 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Starters still on the field. Two receivers to the right. The ball takes a snap, gives off to Feller up the middle. Trying to force his way forward for a couple yards. And only gets a gain of about 2. Second down at 8 now at the 16-yard line. Omaha North trying to get at least one stand, maybe even only force a field goal. This defense, which is headlined by Donovan Jones, has not been very great today. Millard South has went down the field at will. Only one punt and one turnover. Handoff once again to Feller. He's going to break it to the outside at the 15-10. Still in bounds, and he is in for the 4th touchdown of the game. It's the Noah Feller Clinic here at Buell Stadium.
I think we can all say that this has pretty much been Nolan Feller's best game this year, I think. He's done everything right.
Put the night-night on him. It looks like this one is being put to bed here at Millard South. The Patriots in cruise control. And at this rate, the backups will be in the ball game. We are officially in running clock now with the score being above 35-0. P&T is up and good. We're going to take a quick break, but Millard South in complete control here on Millard South Media. Welcome back to this one. Under 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 38-0 is your score at Buell Stadium. Pooch kickoff there from Nathan Thompson. He'll be taken at the 20-yard line. Now cutting inside. Still up on his feet. And he'll get a gain of about 13 on the kickoff return. That's one of the best returns we've seen all year on the Pooch kickoff. So first down and 10 for the Vikings. Running clock is now on. It is on as long as the score is of 35 points or more. Now the Patriots are up 38, so the running clock will be on at least until the Vikings score a touchdown. Shotgun formation look. Circle still in at quarterback. He takes his snap. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now he fires. That's caught in the flat for a gain of nothing, and Millard South brings him down That's caught by Eliza Mitchell.
Great tackle by DeLon Jones, showing physicality as a defensive back.
And DeLon Jones has had a very good game today after he got, well, let's call it what it is. He got burnt in the first drive of the game by Champ Davis. It was a touchdown until the holding call brought it back, but ever since, DeLon Jones has been playing lights out, and that's what we know he can do. He's a very talented defensive back, one of the best in all of Class A. He's making a big impact on this game. I formation now. They're going to get off to the running back. He'll get nothing. That was Messiah Strong there on the carry. So now a third down and 10. Get running clock for the rest of this one, but there is a player down on the Millard South side. That's Harper Rutan. He's holding what looks like his ankle or a knee. I think it might just be a cramp, but we will take a quick break and we'll come back to you. Welcome back to this one. Harper Rutan walks off the field on his own power, so that's good to see. Looks like it was just a cramp, so he should be fine. Third down and 9. Circle drops back to pass. Passer is trying to get to him. He avoids one man. Now rolling to his right. Motioning downfield for somebody to get open. Now bullets it in right at the marker, and they're going to give him the first down. Great play there by Sebastian Circo. That was Connor O'Neal with the catch. He's a guy who really hasn't been getting going at all today for this Viking squad, but makes a big catch there. $30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. About one more snap will do it for the Vikings. Then we'll head to the fourth. And, of course, you know what that means, the light show here at Buell Stadium. I formation look. They'll pitch it off to the running back, Messiah Strong. And Millard South gets all over it. A TFL for this defense. And the clock will wind. That will be the end of the third quarter here at Buell Stadium. The sideline putting up the fours. And we will head to the fourth, and we will take a quick break and be right back. And there's the student section can, the holiday theme. And man, did they show out today. We're waiting for the light show here at Buell Stadium. I don't think we're going to get one today. Maybe it was just because of the late kickoff. But nonetheless, this student section is having a party. And as they should. Again, really quick, I'd like to apologize for the audio issues that we had in the first half. It was a quick setting issue that we had, and it is addressed. So again, I'd like to apologize for it, but it is addressed. Welcome back to this one. Fourth quarter getting underway. Snap to Circo is going to drop back to pass. Now steps up in the pocket. Pass rush trying to bring him down. He's still up. Aiden Miller chasing him down. Circo with a great play on his legs. Now he throws downfield to Connor O'Neal. A flag is on the field, but he comes down with the ball anyways. Did they call a catch? I don't think they did. Carmen O'Neill thinks he caught it. What a great play there by Sebastian Circo to keep the play going. But either way, Omaha North is going to gain yards due to a PI.
Wow, if he would have caught that, that might have been their highlight all day long.
Yep, that will go on Millard South. PI call. I think that was the right call. Got there a little bit early. The crowd doesn't like it. That was close. We're trying to stay up in the booth. That ended up being a catch. They called it incomplete. Connor O'Neill was pretty sure when he walked up that he caught that football, but he did not. So the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line of Millard South. Again, the clock is running for the remainder of this one, at least until the Vikings cut this lead below 35. The starters are in for both squads, and probably for the remainder of this one. Snap to Circle, another low snap. They'll get off to Masai Strong, and this Patriots D-line all over it. Nazir Jazunu finishes them off. Second down and 11 for this Vikings offense. Mason, what have you just seen out there in the second half?
Well, it's really been the defensive side of the football for the Patriots. They've really come to play. They're playing their hearts out. They're just being really physical, and this has probably been one of their best games all season long, the defensive side of the football. And then we got Omaha North, who's been pretty much disappointing. They haven't come to the standards the coaches would have liked. They're just playing for pride at this point, like you always say.
Absolutely. I formation look. They're getting up to the running back. He'll bully his way forward and get a couple, but not much overall. That was Jerron Cannon on the carry. So third down and 8 now for Omaha North. Again, they're not going tempo. I don't want to say they're waving the white flag, but they basically are. Not tempo, running the ball. I don't think they're really in any time rush to go down and score any touchdowns. But you'd like to see them go down, especially if you're an Omaha North fan. Go down, have something to be happy about. And again, this is a bright future. A bright future. You have a lot of D1 recruits on this team. You have a lot of guys who are going to be D1 commits or D1 recruits. This is talent film. Snap Circle, another bad snap, but he corrals it. Steps up in the pocket now. Flag in the backfield all the time being. He'll throw it up. It'll be tipped in, incomplete. But this one is coming back. That'll likely be a hold on this offensive line. They do just that. Now you have a decision to make if you're Coach Wisdom. Do you accept that penalty and take a third down at 18, or do you decline it for a fourth down at 8? I think they're going to decline it. And yep, they will. So fourth down at 8. Omaha North is walking back. The refs have yet to spot the ball, but yeah, I think they did, in fact, decline this penalty. And no, they did not. They did accept this penalty. It'll go back 10 yards. A little bit of a questionable decision there by Coach Wisdom, especially with the way your defense has been playing. I'd like to believe they get a stop on fourth down and 8. No problems asked. But they're not going to risk anything. Third down and 18 now. I'd like to report Gus Gadsden on the sideline, get some work done on him. Had a couple injuries in the past couple weeks. They'd like to get him healthy going into the semifinals and state. Snap to Circo. Drop back to pass. Pass rush has been all over him, trying to get to him once more. Now he's going to scramble. Now he throws up and out of bounds. No intentional called. And now a fourth down and 18. That is completely unmanageable. We'll see if the punting crew even comes out here. And yeah, they're going to punt this football away. And I personally, I don't love that call. Give your offense one shot at all. Again, there's a lot of talent. I truly believe they can get a chunk play. But they're waving the white flag. Might as well. High punt over to Mara Jackson. He fair catches it at the 26-yard line. And that's where this offense will take over. And they're going to look to drain and milk the rest of this clock. We'll take a quick break here on Millard South Media. Check out the Quarter Cake, Miller's best sports bar, located just down the street at 138th and P. It offers Omaha's best fajitas, phenomenal street tacos, and a private party room. Locally owned by Millard residents who proudly support Millard South Athletics. And check out Erickson Searstrom, providing you 55 years of legal excellence. Please contact them over at Erickson Searstrom. Back to this ball game. Handoff right up the middle. That'll go for a gain of about 2. And the backups are officially in for Millard South. Ian Langer, the dual threat backup quarterback, is in. You'll get a sneak peek at a lot of the talent that you'll see being played a lot more for Millard South the next couple seasons. Under 8 minutes left to go in this one. Running clock for the rest of this one as well. 2 receivers left to the right. Daxton Williams is now your running back. Ian Langer in at quarterback. Langer takes a snap. He'll get it off to, looks like Trailer on the jet sweep. Nice play call there. Excuse me, that's Ben Menichetti. So 3rd down and 3 for Millard South. Trying to keep the drive going and get the final minutes ticked off this clock. There is a stoppage, a player down for Omaha North. Seen a couple cramps, and he's just going to walk off on his own power. You like to see that. That's number 3, Eliza Mitchell, who's had a really solid game. And his final ever game looks to be as an Omaha North Viking. Coach Wisdom talking to the guys to get them ready for what they want to be the last drive of this game. Again, let's see what Ian Langer has. I keep talking about him all year long. This is a guy that I really want to see Millard South get more involved. He's a guy who is one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the state. He can't, his arm, he can't throw what he needs to, but really what he is a great dual threat quarterback. Five wide look. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Langer taking himself up the middle, fighting for the first down. He'll get it. So the change will be extended. First down and 10. Clock is running. Handoff to Daxton Williams up the middle. He'll get a gain of about nothing.
Daxton Williams, a player that had a really great game last week, looking to get it in those final reps in the remaining minutes of this ball game.
Let's get an update around the Metro. 24-19 is your score at Elkhorn South. 5-point differential on that one. That was a game we have eyes on. The winner of that will come to Buell Stadium next week and play Millard South. So that is something I know a lot of Millard South fans are going to keep their eyes on, see who wins that one, who the Patriots will likely face. Gives off to Daxton Williams up the middle. He'll get the first down and more. Still up now in Viking territory. Bulldozes a man. And man, he taunts him after that. Daxton Williams with a great play on the ground.
What a stiff arm as well. That's definitely going to be in his highlight reel.
Some more updates around the Metro. Bennington with a close win against Norris. That is something we did not expect with the number 1 seed in Class B, but they get it done 23-20. Waverly, the undefeated streak continues, 45-21 against Hastings, and then Elkhorn North gets it done against Scottsbluff, 35-16. Shotgun formation once again. They'll get off to Tor run. No, Langer will take it himself. He's still up, and he'll be drugged down around the 25. If he break that tackle, he would still be running into the end zone. But good effort there by the Vikings to bring him down.
Ian Langer, great with those zone reads, combined with his physicality.
And they love to do that zone read, that fake jet sweep. We've seen a lot of that this year. Some more starters, a lot of seniors checking out on this O-line, getting the crowd hyped up. And now officially all the backups are in. This is garbage time. They try to finish this one off. Lager takes it himself. Trying to fight back. The line of scrimmage, he'll get a couple yards. Under 4 minutes left to go in this one. The bench getting hype at Millard South. And again, if you're just joining us, this is a win that means more for the Patriots. After what happened in 2021, when the Patriots, the number 1 seeded team in the playoffs, lost the first ever first-round matchup against the number 16 seed. And when we get back to this one, Ian Lager takes it himself. He'll get a first down and a little bit more. But back to what I was saying, Omaha North came in here in 2021, got the win. They planted the flag on the 50-yard line in celebration. When they came here and walked out the tunnel today, they planted the same flag on the 50-yard line, taunting Millard South. And the Patriots took that one personal. And ever since that, it's been all Millard South. This is a statement victory against the high-powered offense of what is Omaha North. Mason, what do you got?
And that's just going to fire the Patriots up for the rest of the playoffs. So Omaha North, I guess, did them a favor there, kind of.
Absolutely. First down at 10. We'll see if Millard South punches it in for one last touchdown. Lager takes himself up the middle. Plenty of room to run. Still up, fighting for the end zone. And he is in. Ian Lager puts the exclamation point on this one. The nail is in the coffin. Millard South, 44-0 here at Buell Stadium. I mean, what could we say? This was a clinic victory. A lot of people had this pinned as the best game in all of Class A this week. I know I did. But it's been all Millard South. They have proven time and time again when they've been met with adversity that, hey, this is one of the best teams in Class A, and we're going to fight no matter who we play. And on the other side of things, Omaha North, I keep saying this. There is so much talent on this team, but they're all so young. They will be in contention for years to come. There's a lot of things to be excited about for this Vikings team. But for the meantime, Millard South up 45-0, and we will be back for the conclusion of this one.
Millard South set to kick off to Omaha North in these remaining minutes of this ball game. Previous drive, all the backups in for South. You love seeing them get into the end zone, scoring some points. Really great statement win for the Patriots here.
Pooch kickoff. Millard South all over it like they have been all game long. Okay, clock is running for the conclusion of this one. Maybe a couple final snaps by Omaha North. And that'll be a wrap. And by the way, do not go anywhere. We have a post-game show. We'll be talking about who we will play next week. Some of the other things going around Class A. We'll conclude this one. Say what got it done, what didn't get it done for Omaha North, and all of everything else. Under 2 minutes left to go in this one. New quarterback in for Omaha North. Number 17, Jackson Fleer. They give it off the running back, nothing there. Vikings have all 3 timeouts, Patriots with only 2. I think both teams will opt to not use them for the rest of this one. You can feel the tension in the air. The student section is just ready to absolutely go crazy here. The final seconds ticking off this clock, about a minute left to go. And it feels like every time people doubt this Millard South team, they rise to the occasion. And they not only rise to the occasion, they meet it by far, and they blow out teams on the regular. This was just another stand by them. D-line all over. Ball is out, but North recovers. One final snap, and that'll do it here at Buell Stadium. Patriots getting ready for the handshake line. Let's make sure there's no extracurricular activity during that handshake line. I know there's a lot of animosity between these two teams, but that stays on the field. And then right when that game ends, you keep that off the field. You give them a nice handshake, and that's about it.
Yep. All about good sportsmanship.
The final seconds ticking off the clock. Handoff up the middle. And the Patriots all over that one. And that will do it. The Patriots with a convincing victory over the number 10 Omaha North Vikings. 45-0 here at Buell Stadium. And we will play next week against the winner of Elkhorn South, Lincoln East. We will say who it is in the postgame show, so do not go away. And we will see you then in about 1 minute. And welcome into the postgame show here at Millard South Media. Again, I'm Will Snibben, joined alongside my partner, Mason. Man, just a convincing victory, 45-0. Mason, what'd you see out there?
Well, we both thought, this game was going to be more competitive than it was. Just an all-out disappointing performance by the Vikings. They struggled to convert on opportunities. And Millard South, really dominant performance on the defensive side of the ball. The standout player was Nolan Feller, and this team is going to be really fired up going into the next week.
Yeah, just like you said, Nolan Feller had 4 total touchdowns on the day, but really the defensive side of the ball had their best performance all year long, a shutout against the high-powered Omaha North offense, and really who made it happen? Aiden Miller, and more specifically J.R. Laquan, who was our X-Factor today, had 2 sacks. He was all over it, but that duo, man, they are the best in all of Class A, and they made him pay today. Just a masterclass, and we'll see who they play. The winner of Lincoln East and Elkhorn South, we're happy to report here, or, not so happy, or whatever, right? Elkhorn South will be our opponent next week here at Buell Stadium. So that will be on NFHS Network. And the Millard South Media crew, we would love to work with NFHS. If we do not get the opportunity to work with them, we will likely be on a radio call here at Millard South Media, so you don't want to miss that one. But if not, that we will be on NFHS, so I want to give the viewers a heads up on that one. But other than that, I'd like to thank everybody who's helped out with this stream. Of course, me and Mason up here in the booth. Everybody who's done production, everybody who is on cameras. They've done a great job all year long. And I just want to give a shout out to every single one of them. Other than that, Mason, what do you got for us?
Roll Pats.
Roll Pats, baby. Everybody, we will see you next week against Elkhorn South, and then hopefully we will also see you in Memorial. Have a good night.